Some people think that love fades when people leave. But real love stays quiet, unseen, and unshaken. Now let me tell you a story about a boy who saved a seat for someone who was never coming back. Every morning, at exactly 7:12, the boy got on the same bus, same seat, same window, same quiet expression. And every time, he placed his small, worn-out bag on the seat beside him, saving it for someone. But no one ever sat there. At first, people didn't notice, but after a while, they did. They would glance at the empty seat, then at the boy, whispering quietly, assuming things they didn't understand. Strange kid, maybe he's just shy, or maybe something's wrong. But the boy never reacted. He just stared out the window, as if he was waiting for something the rest of the world couldn't see. Day after days, the seat stayed empty, until one morning, the bus driver finally spoke. "Hey kid," he said gently, nodding toward the seat. "Is someone sitting there?" The boy turned slowly. His eyes were calm, too calm for someone his age. "Yes," he replied softly. "She just hasn't come yet." The bus went quiet. No one asked another question, but something in his voice, it didn't sound like imagination. It sounded like truth. There was a time she never missed that seat. Every morning, she would sit beside him, her soft laughter filling the silence, her wrinkled hands holding his small ones. She told him stories, old ones, warm ones, stories that made the world feel safe. And before he got off the bus, she would always say the same thing: "Never let this seat feel empty, because love always finds its way back." He never really understood it, not until the morning she didn't show up. At first, he thought she was late. Then the next day came, and the next, and slowly, the story stopped. The laughter faded, and the seat stayed empty. That was the day he learned that some goodbyes don't come with words. But he remembered what she said, so he kept the seat every single day. Not because he believed she would walk in again, but because some part of him felt if he stopped saving that space, he might lose her completely. Weeks passed, then months. People got used to it. The boy, the window, the empty seat, until one cold morning, an old woman stepped onto the bus. She looked tired, lost. There were no seats left, except one, the one beside the boy. She hesitated. "Can I sit here?" she asked softly. The boy looked at the seat. For a moment, he said nothing. Then slowly, he picked up his bag and placed it on his lap. "Okay," he whispered. The woman smiled gently as she sat down, and as the bus moved again, she glanced at him. "You remind me of someone," she said. The boy looked out the window. "Me too." And for the first time in a long time, the seat didn't feel empty. Some people leave, but the love they give never really does. Sometimes, it just waits for a new place to sit. If this story brought you solace, then its purpose was fulfilled. Like and subscribe to keep these stories alive.